like God's hand has to come down from heaven and say fucking blow up.
Right.
You know what I mean? It has to be the perfect amount of gas, the perfect amount of oxygen. You have to have a flame.
Put your seatbelts on.
You guys went in 20 seconds of it. The paramedics and all that showed up.
That one dude's a paramedic. I'm like, man, shouldn't you be up in that fucking cab paramedicing? I was like, I know a little bit, but I can't help this motherfucker. I was like, I got a floor jack in my truck. I can go get it. I can get this goddamn steering wheel off of him. I said, we can try to drag him out of there. I said, but if he's not dead now, we're going to kill him doing it.
Right.
But he's not going to make it. If he does, I don't think, yeah, the guy in the black. This guy kept saying he ain't got a pulse. I said, hey, stupid, look, like I'm watching him breathe. Yes, stop him breathing. He is fucked up. But, like, people are stupid. Supposedly, there was just 2 nurses there and a paramedic. Nobody doing nothing.
Right.
Nobody had coming up with ideas how to get him out of the fucking truck.
I didn't get a notification.
I was wondering why no one was trying to pull him out, but
He was just stuck in the truck. There was no way to get him out. Though I might have been able to get him out if I would have let the seat off. But I still probably would have been able to get him out. The truck was crushed down on his head. The door looked like his head went through the door, and it tried to eject him, but he had a seatbelt on. And then when the truck landed, he's fucked up. Like he's twisted up in there like a fucking pretzel. But like, you know, I don't know, man.
They didn't give me a notification.
you think he'll live?
No.
No, I don't. But you know, you never know. They might get him out of there, and fucking a week from now he'd be back to work. I don't know. I just know I did what I could do. And anything further than that?
They tried to say they were nurses and a paramedic.
Yeah.
And they did nothing.
They did nothing. The dude checked his pulse after. I'm like, dude, ain't you a paramedic? Because my thought was, the first thing I told the girls to back up, like, you realize this is all gas, right? Like, if it blows up, it's going to fucking kill everybody standing here. Which I'm cool with that. If you can't accept that, you need to get away. Like, he's like, oh, well, I'm a nurse. I was like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. You're not listening, bitch. But it just goes to show you, like you never know when it's your day to get the car get pulled. That dude was getting ready to go drop off a load and go home. I just talked to the guy he works with. His phone was laying there. I picked his phone up and called the last person that he talked to, which was a missed call from a guy named David.
Matt asked if he was dead. No.
He wasn't dead, but he's not going to make it, man. He's fucked up. The steering wheel had him pinned in the truck, so there was no way we were getting him out of the truck. They kept wanting to cut him out of his seatbelt. I'm like, yeah, you're going to cut him out of his seatbelt, and then he's going to have all his body weight, the rest of his body weight on his neck, you know, plus the fucking 40,000-pound truck he said. Supposedly there was 2 paramedics and or 2 nurses and a paramedic there. All of them doing nothing. You know, the dude delivers medicine, so he's a fucking paramedic. These bitches give there's some old people fucking drugs at a nursing home, so they call themselves nurses. I'm like, they're fucking idiots.
What they call nurses.
I'm like, we have 2 options here: not do anything, or do whatever we can to get him out. Either way, I don't think it's going to be good for him. I said, but I would rather get him out. I got a floor jack in the truck. I can go get a floor jack. I will get that goddamn steering wheel off of him. I said, it will probably fucking break his legs doing it, but we can get him out of here if we can get him out of here now. Because he's pinned up in there in a way that he's going to suffocate.
Yeah.
That was his problem just now. No matter how fucked up he was going to suffocate. He's fucking literally bent over with his head tucked up into his stomach.
And it looked like the truck was on his head.
Yeah, you couldn't tell though because of the way it was. I went about to move just to fucking get a better view.
Yeah, he's like pinned down. Oh,
But like when I say stay here, there's a reason why I said stay there, because the first thing I see when I looked over was that it was a flammable gas truck and there's fucking gas cylinders everywhere. If I die and my kids have their mom left, they at least got fucking half of it.
I stayed on the other side of the fucking street.
Chris, you don't understand. If one of those tanks blow up, they don't just blow up where they're at. They turn into fucking shrapnel.
Well, that's why I asked
What do you mean?
you're not here. I think it took too long because you're not here. There, now you are. There you are.
Who the fuck do you think you are? I'll fucking flat out hit your dumb ass.
He's gonna keep on.
There's dumb ass. Stupid motherfuckers, man.
Did we tap it?
Nah, man. I should have. All that just to get in front of one car. You know it? Like, people just can't. People are fucked up, man. Hey, I want to try sharing this video because for some reason it's not going out. I'll tell y'all what just happened. Just like that asshole right there has no idea what I just fucking dealt with or dealt through. And just to get around me, one car, there was nobody behind me just now. He was willing to fucking hit me, my wife, my kids, it didn't matter. To get one car in front of somebody. Like, people are fucked up today, man. I gotta get over it. So the dude's name was, his work just called me back. I gave him my number when I called him. And his name was Brian Schmidt. Apparently, I don't know how old the dude was, but his work said they're going to try to contact his parents and get him down here. And like I told him, you know, I didn't call to like get anybody all riled up and shit, but I know if that was me, I would want my family to know what was happening to me right now, because 30 minutes makes a difference. If he does make it to the hospital, that 30 minutes extra time they got before they found out, which it would be hours before they found out. I mean, it would probably be a couple hours. None of the paramedics would pick that phone up and call the last number.
Look at the girls that were killed in that one, two that was killed in the same area. That one went on a date with Tinder. It took them days before they even called, and it was the sister that went around like, "Where's my sister? Why is she not calling?" Like, it's crazy.
I don't know if that dude survives. I will be high. But when I got over there, there was nothing I could do, man. I've never been on an accident like that where I had no options. Like I said, our options were to have to get my floor jack out of the back of my truck and risk breaking his legs, getting the steering wheel off of him, or leave him and wait for them to get there and start cutting him out with fucking, you know, the jaws of life is what they call it. And the better option was to leave him in it. Now, if it was me and I was in there, I would want somebody to get me the fuck out. But he was fucked up. There was no, I don't think there was, I don't know. I don't know how
the
we
way
could
it
help.
looked to me did not look like anyone could get him out. Like, they're definitely gonna have to cut him out.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be cut out. But I might have been able to get enough pressure off of him where he could at least got his head out from where it was, but then you might kill him doing that shit.
Right.
You know, it's like, and in today's world, and it sucks, you gotta think about this shit, which I don't think about it because you can't squeeze blood from a motherfucking turnip, but you get sued for doing that shit. You know, you try to help somebody and you fuck them up. I just feel bad for the dude's family, man. Like, he's 2 hours away from work. That's where he was on his way to, Evansville, Indiana. He just, he was out delivering. That's what his boss just said.
Yeah, once he hit that
Like,
gravel.
you never know, man. You never know when your day. Like, I'm not satisfied with knowing that I can fucking die tomorrow and I got some pricks controlling me today. I can't live with that. Like, I can't live with my son living his whole life or their whole lives and being controlled just so they can fucking die, you know.
I wonder if there was another car involved though that he was trying not to hit.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I didn't see any other cars.
Because it was like,
but I
how
know
did those
people don't fucking listen
Did
to
you see
nothing.
the fucking idiot that drove past?
Yeah.
That broke through and drove past? Like, you mother, it was some old man.
Yeah, like, my life is so important that I can't stop so we can see what's going on with this, so they can deal with this.
People were just driving by, they weren't even doing anything.
And that's what I said when we
were on the
were
opposite
seeing it.
side
I was
of the
like, what the
highway.
fuck? There's nobody there. And that
Right.
truck's on the side. Like, where's all the paramedics and shit at? You know what I mean?
And it looked like he was hit from the front, though. I wonder
The
if...
truck rolled. You can't tell.
Yeah, for sure. No,
I mean, it probably hit trees, all kinds of shit.
where he was.
I don't know. I didn't even look to see.
I did. I could see it. Looked, there was gravel all over the road.
I seen cameras in the high grass, like someone went into the grass. And
It was him.
Yeah.
It was him. Like,
But I wonder
that
if
truck,
something...
That truck rolled.
What did you
probably
pull off of
multiple
him?
times, huh?
What was it you pulled off of
His
him?
phone.
No, there was things that you
Map.
guys... on that.
Man.
And some piece of glass. Was that the window?
Yeah, it was what she was hanging out.
Oh, it was the windshield? It looked small. It was part of it, I guess. But I stayed on the opposite side of the road, so...
I mean, like when I see shit like that, I never pass it up. But it sucks because here's what happens in my mind. That's another one of those fucking memories in my head that I don't want no part of. You know? Like, I don't want to remember seeing that dude like that the rest of my life, but I will. It's burnt into my brain now. And like, now I know his name. You know? I know he had family. At least had his parents. And like, that dude lived his whole life never living
because of the bullshit that's going on in this country today. We got these fuckers that think because they have money they can control everybody else, and we just let them do it. Don't do anything about it because we're satisfied with fucking, you know, working our goddamn slave jobs, paying half of our money in taxation for shit that we don't fucking want or need, that we really want no part of being, so that they can then create laws that then control us to the point that, and then sell us this fucking illusion of freedom that's not even there. And we believe in this illusion so much we become part of the fucking trick. You know, these idiots flying Trump 2024 flags. Like, where the fuck are you at in life, man? That you can't see what's going on. Like, shit like that doesn't bother you to the core. And the majority of people, there was fucking what? 100, at least 100 cars sitting there? 3 people standing out there. 4 people.
There was
Me,
that one guy.
supposedly a dude's a paramedic, which he was in some fucking van. He had a Blue Cross Blue Shield start on him. And then 2 bitches that were nurses, and we know what that means, right? And the only motherfucker there talking about what are we going to do is the redneck from fucking Camden, Tennessee.
There was another guy that stopped to come out and was wanting to know about him too. Did you see him? He come across the street, and then women stopped him and told him to get back.
Like they're going to do anything. Like I told them, I'm like, look, I have no problems with dying right now, but if you all got a problem with meeting your God, you might want to back the fuck up. I don't know if you've ever seen these tanks go off, but when they do, it's not just a one tank thing, especially when we can hear fucking 30 of them leaking.
Yeah, I just hear him spraying.
So when those tanks flip off, if there's anything, when they're empty, a lot of times they leave the caps off of them when they pick them up. So a lot of those tanks were almost empty. If they were full, it would have been way fucking louder than what it was.
Yeah.
But I mean, you had oxygen, acetylene, carbon monoxide, and I forget what the other one was that was out there.
There was yellow, green, and red.
Yeah, the yellow ones. Look up the yellow tanks. I forget what they even are.
I mean, like, why stand there when you could hear tanks?
My point being was that, like, what do y'all do? And then the one dude checked his pulse. He's like, he's dead. There's no pulse. I'm like, hey, motherfucker. Like, I'm sitting here watching him breathe. And then these 2 fucking stupid bitches are talking. Like, listen, man, if you're ever up into a car wreck and somebody's fucked up, even if they're unconscious, don't be talking about them dying, because I can fucking assure you from experience, even when you're not conscious, what? Chlorine gas? Yeah, well, that's nice. Or out there huffing it. That should have killed you. Like, now. Yesterday. Like, they'll have a hazmat team out there probably. If they see what's on the truck, they'll have a good hazmat team out there before they get him out of the truck. What was I saying about those bitches? It was like a control thing. I didn't tell anybody to get away.
Yes,
Apparently
they
did.
Yeah, they did.
Why? You ain't doing nothing, bitch. Unless somebody up here might have an idea. Like I said, the only thing I can come up with is I got a 3-ton jack in the back of my truck. And I know I can get that steering wheel off of him. I know I can break it off of him. It's going to probably break his fucking legs doing it, but I can get it off of him. And if I do that, then we can then probably cut the seatbelt if somebody gets up in the truck, and we can try to lift him off of himself. But I could, number 1, I couldn't do that all by myself. Number 2, what's my options here? Do I risk killing him? Because that's a possibility.
Did he speak at all? Because he was moving at first. I know. I heard you ask if he was all right.
Well, I knew he wasn't fucking all right.
Well, I know, but I mean.
But right, I know. Well, I mean, I was just trying to talk to him. Like, dude, we're here with you, man. Like, you're not by yourself. And that's the most important thing. When people are fucked up, they want to know, they got to hear the help is on the way. As long as they hear that, a lot of times that'll get them through whatever's going through them. Like I said, that's just another fucking memory in my head that I don't want. And, like, I have hundreds of those that I think about all the time.
He says argon.
Argon is a brown. Argon's in a brown tank. It's an inert gas. Any inert gas is in a brown tank. Like, I don't know why I'm the dude that's always got to come across this shit. It seems like fucking every other month I'm running across some accident where somebody's dying. What was the last one? It was just recently, wasn't it?
Was I with you?
I don't know. I thought you was with me, Christy. What was the last one? I can't even think right now. Still thinking about these.
And all I can see is his body.
Where at?
This was in Ohio.
Yeah, but like, here's the new rule, okay, when we're traveling. When Dad says something, stay here, that means don't move.
And he did it.
I know he did. I'm not talking to him right now.
Okay, but I mean, I'm a big girl
But
too. And
I get that. I get that you're a big girl, but if something was to happen, at least my kids have their mom. It does me no good to go through all the fucking shit I've went through in life. It did me no good to go to prison so you didn't have to risk trial. None of that shit does any fucking good if you can't listen to just stay here. But now, see, here's the bad part about it. You're going to see that dude again in your head. And it's going to fucking bother you. Because I'm going to get a phone call probably here in a couple hours from his work that says he didn't make it. So now you're going to know you stood there and watched him die. And then you're going to question, what could you have done?
I know there was nothing I could do.
So then why'd you get out of the truck? So again, when Dad says stay, stay please. What? Don't look at me like that. Like I went over there to try to do something. There was nothing I could do by myself. Right, I know I was live and shit. But I just said stay.
You said Silas, stay in the truck.
Christy, take this, Silas, stay in the truck. Okay, I didn't have time to shut it off.
Across the street.
I know, I'm just saying. Please, from now on, if I say something, please follow my every direction.
I don't stop you from doing what you gotta do.
All right, don't fucking listen to me, all right?
You get mad all you want.
I'm not mad at all. I just, it's just, it's pointless. Don't. Stop.
What?
Like, that shit sucks, man. It sucks that his family's about to get that call tonight. But right now.
You do see a lot of shit that maybe God put you there because he knows you do something.
I don't know, man. I know that, like, I don't know how much more of it I can take, though, to be honest with you. Like, I try to smile and get through it, but, like, that shit fucks with people, man. I've seen a lot of fucked up shit in my life. And in fucking the past 3 years, I've seen more shit happen in 3 years since when? What happened before the stabbing? I want to see, like, that's why I don't call for violence and shit. I don't want to be violent. I don't want to fucking have to fucking kill people, but I will demand to be left alone. And if you won't leave me alone, then you chose at that point. But instead, we're going to, have part of the country thinking they can rule the rest of the country, who then hire the police that only apply the laws to the peasants, who then allow the 1% to do what they want as the peasants fucking kill each other through either bullshit gang violence or driving themselves home from work in their fucking $16 an hour, pay nothing, Class A job. You have your seatbelt on. That dude probably would have been better off if he didn't have his seatbelt on.
Probably.
It's probably one of those cases. He would have been ejected from the truck. But I'd rather, take a small flight any day than be fucking pinned in a car. I haven't been as twisted up as he was in a car, but I've been cut out of a car before. But I can at least move around and talk and shit my upper body anyway. Just, like I can't believe I lived through that wreck. That car was fucked up, wasn't it, Kristen?
Yeah.
It was
If I
fucked
would
up.
have seen the car before.
Yeah,
going,
if I didn't know that I lived through the accident that car was in, I would have bet my life that whoever was in that car died. We had pictures of it and somehow lost them. Don't know how we did. I wish I still had them.
What it looked like after
they were on a phone.
Yeah, well, no. Without they saved them to the phone, they did or something around space or some shit. But, I mean, that accident may have been caused by some little douchebag in a fucking Volvo needing to get in front of you. The lane's ending. It takes less energy. It takes less energy to... I about hit that dude. Really, I thought the car behind me was going to hit me. That's why I got over. I don't even know if I got trailer lights. It takes less energy to hit your brake and put on a smile than it does to hit the gas and try to argue with somebody to get over. And that dude just didn't give a fuck. Like, I'm in a 3/4 ton truck with a 7.3. He just smacked his door and is mad at it and pushed him. I'd still be pushing him. Like, that little Volvo wasn't going to stop this truck. But he demanded, he wanted to get in front of me for some reason. So finally I just let him over. But that kind of shit right there is what causes, like, the accident we just seen. Like, that dude's is done for him, Like, he can't change anything now. Like, whatever hopes and dreams and wishes or freedom or whatever the fuck it was he wanted, all that shit's gone now. That all ended for him, most likely. I would bet I'm going to get a call in a couple hours from his work telling me, because I asked him to call me and let me know that he probably didn't make it. I would say, judging by how he was in that truck, he's probably not going to make it. And he's probably suffocating to death right now. That was the problem, is that you can suffocate yourself in a car accident. You can twist it up in a certain way,
Like literally his head was, it looked like, I couldn't tell because all the shit was in the way and I wasn't about to move it, but it looked like his head was out the window and the truck was on his head, the door, which wouldn't be that bad. The door's made out of aluminum probably. So, I don't know, but he was breathing heavily when we pulled up. But he didn't communicate with me or anything.
Matt says there's been a record fatal accidents since the vaccine has come out. The record has been shattered too. Personally, I think those 5G towers trigger something in the people with the poison. It was weird how you guys were right by one of those towers as well.
Maybe.
Yep, I've noticed people driving worse than ever in recent months.
You got my Mountain Dew in there. I got a Mountain Dew. We got one in
Where
there.
is it?
It's in one of the bags you bought
Oh, that's right. This bag down here, side guy, the plastic.
Well, like, what do
When
you
the truck
do?
was ripped off, he was gone. Nothing other than jaws could help.
No, I could have got him out of that truck, man. But like I said, I would have broke some shit doing it, and would I have hurt him worse? So like now I'm questioning that right now. Like I should have came back to the truck and got my jack. And I know that sounds. I know that sounds stupid. I know they would. I know that sounds stupid, but I could have got him out of that truck. Like there's no doubt in my mind. Like when it comes to getting shit done,
But you could have moved him.
I'm fucking Superman. And if he died from suffocation, like if I find that shit out, then it's really gonna bother me.
Yeah, that just happened too to us, Alan. He said people think that if they hit their blinker, they have the right to merge, even if you're in the lane they're trying to merge.
That dude didn't even hit his blinker. He just ran up beside me when the lane was ended.
He acted like he was coming, like, boy, we are bigger than you. What are you freaking doing? And then his little thumb at the end,
Hey.
like, I got you. Fucking retard has no idea what we just dealt with.
You don't care. That 30 seconds he gained by jumping in front of me was worth whatever came after that. It's like these fucking idiots that drive down the road, you know, doing 150 miles an hour. Like one of those dudes passed us a few minutes ago. Whatever they got going on that they need to go 110 is worth risking my life over. I choose to be on the road and I know it's a possibility. But at the same time, I have enough respect not to do that for other people. Now I speed. I, go 70, 75 in my truck. I don't normally go much faster than that. But then again, I got a ticket going 70 and a 55. My truck said I was doing 61 or 62. So maybe I am going faster than what I think I am. I don't know.
That guy said he would call you back, though. Damn,
It just sucks,
hours.
man. It sucks like seeing that shit.
TV said, then they'll hem you up for helping the man. You made the right call.
I know, man, but like you still question it, you know. I probably would have hurt him more. Here would have been the problem is getting him out. I couldn't have done it on my own. I would have needed help. And there wasn't none of those three people there that was standing there going to help me. In order to get any help, I would have had to call Christy over there. So now she's physically involved in freaking out. Now I'm having to calm her down instead of giving directions to help get him out. I don't know. If the truck was on him, I wouldn't have been able to get him out. I would have broke his neck getting him out if his head was actually under the truck. I couldn't see how it was. It was weird. I don't know. Hopefully, his name is Brian Schmidt. That's what his boss said.
Then how was his head under the steering?
It wasn't. His legs were.
He was bent down to it.
The steering wheel was crushed down into his lap. So if I'd have took the jack and put it on this side of the steering wheel and jacked it up off of him, it probably would have broke at least his right leg because that's the way it would have been going. At that point, we could cut the seatbelt. The problem then becomes is getting him out. The only way to get him out would have been to flip him.
Alright.
So, and nobody was wanting to get involved to that matter. For nurses and shit, I hope the bitches ain't never mind nurses. Like I don't understand why. Like I don't